algebra students, Mr. Lawrence here, and today we're going to be talking about the Pythagorean Theorem. This is the beginning of trigonometry, the study of triangles, and actually the beginning of engineering. Modern engineering starts with this. Without this, our engineering does not exist. Okay, it's very, very important. For some of you, this is review. Some of you haven't seen this before. It's a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and c is the hypotenuse. Remember, a hypotenuse is the longest side of a right triangle. Okay, it's got to be a right triangle for this to work. All right, now A and B are the legs of the triangle. Okay, C is the hypotenuse, not c squared, but C is. Okay, hypotenuse. And so what this says, if you know the lengths of the two legs and you square them, add them together, you get the length of the hypotenuse squared. They are equal. And it's pretty easy to use. Okay? So look at these examples here. I guess I should label them. I'll call this example A and example B. All right? Example A squared plus b squared equals c squared. One of the biggest mistakes is kids assume C is the side you're looking for. Please do not do that. Here's how you find C. You go to the right angle and you draw a ray. The side you hit is C always. So C is 12. Okay, now A and B don't matter because you're going to square them both and you're going to get, you can use the commutative property. So it doesn't matter if A is 10 or if x is 10, A is x. That doesn't matter. But I like my variable to come first, so I'm going to put x in here, and I'm going to put 10 in there. Okay, but again, you could have had 10 squared plus x squared equals 12 squared, and it would be the same thing. So this is going to be A, there's C, and then this is, oh, I've got that backwards, don't I? This is actually B. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm going to use my algebra skills and I'm going to solve. Well, x times x is x squared plus 100 equals 144. Okay, I'm going to subtract 100 from both sides. And like I said, some of you, this is review. For some of you, it's not. And that's going to equal 44. And then, of course, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. I don't need the plus or minus because the minus will result in a negative answer, and it's impossible to have the length of a triangle, the side of a triangle, be a negative number. In fact, it's even impossible for it to be 0. I know this is going to be in high sixes, maybe 6 and 6/10, somewhere around there. I'm going to go to a calculator, and I will take the square root of 44, and sure enough, to the nearest tenth, it is approximately 6 and 6/10. I got 6.633249581, and of course that is an irrational number. Keeps on going forever. The calculator can only show me so many digits. All right. Okay, to do B, it's very much the same thing. I start with a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I have to make sure I identify C. That's the most important part. C is not always the side you're looking for. Okay? All right, there we go. Now remember, this only works for right triangles. This only works for right triangles. So, I'm going to fill in C first because I don't want to get that wrong. I get A and B wrong, it doesn't matter. I can interchange them. But if I get C wrong, I get in the wrong place, I've got a problem. Okay? All right, so 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, and then x squared is x squared, of course, and the left-hand side becomes 25 equals x squared. When I take the square root of each side, I get that x equals 5. So that means the missing side of that triangle is 5, whatever 5 is. Okay? A lot of carpenters, engineers, they use this all the time. Sometimes they know they're using it, and sometimes they don't know what they're using. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so you may not know this, but the Pythagorean Theorem is actually mentioned in The Wizard of Oz incorrectly. If you probably can't click that link because you're watching a video, but if you copy that down, type that into your browser on YouTube, it will take you to a 45-second clip of the end, near the end of The Wizard of Oz. See if you can catch the Scarecrow's mistake. He misstates the Pythagorean Theorem. All right, that's it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you need more practice with this, let me know. Should be pretty simple, but it's just all about using your algebra skills correctly. Remember, this only works for right triangles, and C is always the longest side of the right triangle. It's across from the right angle. C is not the side you're looking for in every single problem. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. All right, that's it for the video. Mr. Lawrence signing off. Have a good night, everybody.